Hello viewers. Welcome to Seek Wisdom. Today we are presenting you the summary of the book Attitude is Everything, written by Keller. This book will help you understand how your attitude is holding you back from achieving the success that you deserve. Also, you shall be able to change your attitude from negative to positive. Let's get started. Author, who started his career as a lawyer, wasn't happy with his field of work after a few years of practice. He was very depressed and frustrated and was unable to see any improvement. By the age of 30, he was burnt out and was dreaded to go to work. Suddenly, he came across a home study course that explained how everything we achieve is based on our subconscious beliefs. Then, realizing his attitude, he further started reading motivational books. As a result, his attitude changed from negative to positive, which resulted in achievement of his goals. Based on the satisfaction he was getting with this, author changed his career from a lawyer to a motivational speaker. Based on 14 years of research of the author in this field, interviewing high achievers, author has provided success principles. This book is in 3 parts. First part focuses on the power of attitude and belief to shape your destiny. Second part concentrates on the way you speak and how your attitude is reflected in your words. Third part will help you learn the action steps that will turn the dreams into reality. Part 1. Success begins in the mind. Attitude is the mental filter, our window through which we experience the world. In the childhood, this window is clear, that is, we have a positive attitude. Then when we face situations like criticism, rejection, disappointments, this window gets dirty, which means our attitude starts becoming negative. So, it is our responsibility to keep this window clean. When one combines positive attitude with the principles provided in this book, one becomes unstoppable. We are a human magnet. We become what we think about. There is so much written regarding this in Holy Bible and by various writers and wise people. This is the law of dominant thoughts. Whatever we are thinking for major time of our day, same shall we attract, whether it is positive or negative. Once you change your attitude from negative to positive, you will feel compelled to take action in that direction. Your present circumstances show what quality of thoughts you were having in past. Similarly, your present thoughts will make your future. The good news is, you can change your thinking. To change that, repetition is the key. Spend time in reading and listening to positive and motivational posts. Next step is visualization. Visualization is often described as movies of the mind. We all store pictures in our minds about the type of relationships we deserve, the degree of success we'll attain at work, the amount of money we learn and accumulate, and so on. These mental pictures starts in our minds since our childhood. We have to take responsibility of our mental movies. Whatever past was there, we can take control of these. Also, for any old mental image we have, say of criticism, we can alter the interpretation of that event. We can consciously choose to view a situation differently. Also, we can create new pictures, like if someone has fear of public speaking, he can visualize himself confidently giving his presentation. Visualization will help attracting those people and situations. Visualizations should involve your senses also. The more sights, sounds, smells, tastes and touches you put in your pictures, the more powerful the pull for you to make your vision a reality. The key is to spend several minutes each day running these new movies in your mind. One should be aware of the visualizations as they work in both ways. Positive visualizations can take you to huge success, while negative can end up with serious consequences. Remember, if you don't take control and develop your own movies, you'll continue to replay the old ones. Next secret of commitment. Once you've made a commitment to achieve your goal, then you'll follow through with relentless determination and action until you attain the desired result. When you make a commitment and are willing to do whatever it takes, You begin to attract the people and circumstances necessary to accomplish your goal. It's not as if these resources never existed before. It's just that your mind never focused on finding them. Before getting excited, author wants to caution you. Even with commitment, things won't be rosy. Life will test you at every level. There you need to follow the advice of Winston Churchill: never, never give up. Ask yourself, am I willing to do whatever it takes to achieve this goal? If for anything, you reply no, this shows you are still not committed. You should set timetables, deadlines and budgets so you stay on course and succeed as quickly as possible. Next comes about facing adversities. You'll probably face struggles, but there is always a flip side. Actually, the problem you see is not a problem at all. It may actually be an opportunity. Like you have a health issue, so you will take healthy steps. Without struggle, you might have not taken this step. You have to look for the opportunity that the struggle is offering. You have to understand that the road to success travels through adversity. Every adversity is actually a blessing in disguise. Adversity gives us perspective, teaches us to be grateful, brings out our hidden potential, encourages us to make changes and take action, teaches us valuable lessons, opens new doors, builds our confidence and self-esteem. So, the next time you suffer a problem or setback in your life, don't get discouraged or give up. Don't let problems cloud your attitude window forever. After the dust settles, you may find that you can actually see well than you did before. Part 2. Watch your words. Your words have incredible power. They can build a bright future, destroy opportunity, or help maintain the status quo. Your words reinforce your beliefs and your beliefs create your reality. People who feed themselves a steady diet of negative words are destined to have a negative attitude. It's a simple matter of cause and effect. You can't keep repeating negative words and expect to be a high achiever. Positive words help empowering you in achieving great things. Next comes about words using with others. There is a belief that if you share your goals with others, they'll think you're being conceited and they may even laugh at you. For this, author suggests to begin with positive self-talk. Never discuss your goals with negative people. All they'll do is argue and point out all the reasons why you won't be successful. These should be shared with those who are highly positive and totally supportive of your efforts. And then share your goals with others who are working with you to achieve that outcome. Discuss your plans with people who are qualified to render an intelligent opinion on the subject. Words impact our emotional intensity. Our vocabulary affects our emotions, our beliefs and our effectiveness in life. For any situation, there are words that can make your blood pressure rise, and there are other juicy words which can lift your spirits to a higher level and profoundly influence those around you. When you make negative comments day in and day out for 10, 20 or 30 years, you're programming your mind for failure. It all comes back to your attitude. Fortunately, you can control your words, which means that you have the ability to build a positive belief system and to produce the results you want. The first step is awareness. Your words affect your relationships, finances, career and health. If you speak phrases like, "People are always taking advantage of me," you're literally programming yourself for unhappy relationships. Phrases such as, "I'm always in debt," work against you. Far better to choose language which reaffirms prosperity and better economic times. After all, the people with wealth in this world didn't get that way by moaning about being in poverty. And the people who always talk about a lack of money generally don't accumulate much of it. Similar effects are there on your health. Author is not suggesting that you deny pain or disease, but there's certainly nothing to be gained from using language that reinforces suffering and incurability. The good news is, once you are aware of your words, with some discipline and vigilance, you can choose better words. We come across a question every day around 10 times, "How are you?" It's not a small thing at all. It's a significant part of our daily conversations. Your response can literally shape your attitude. The responses can be classified into 3 categories: negative, mediocre and positive. Negative responses include phrases like lousy, terrible, tired. These words can poison your attitude and can turn off the other people. Mediocre responses include phrases like okay, good, fine. These words diminish your energy. People who use mediocre words will develop a mediocre attitude and get mediocre results. Positive responses include phrases like terrific, fantastic, great. Using these phrases will help you feel better. People would like to be around such a positive person. Once you have realized the category of your words, you can check for your close group like your family members and turn them also positive. After you realize that you speak negative words, questions comes why you speak those words. Reason is you have developed a habit of speaking those words. Start developing habit of speaking positive words. Next comes, why should a person say he feels terrific when he is actually not feeling terrific? How we feel is very often a subjective matter. When we tell ourselves that we're tired, we feel tired. When we tell ourselves that we feel terrific, we feel energized. We become what we think about. For next 1 month, try experiment to say that you are great or you are terrific with energy and enthusiasm whenever someone asks you, how are you? Next comes regarding complaining. All of us complain at one time or another. The important question is, how often do you complain? Here author wants to correct that discussing about your problems to search for solution is not complaining. Actually, complaining is counterproductive. Most common areas of complaint is the subject of illness, which includes making statements like my back is killing me. By telling others, you are dragging them down and reinforcing your own suffering. If you have a problem, consult a physician. Another favorite complaint area is the weather. It starts to rain and people say, what a lousy, miserable day. By using such phrases, you're programming yourself in a negative way. Furthermore, your complaints about the weather won't change the conditions. Rather than complaining, it's far better to focus your attention and your energy on those steps you can take to solve, or at least lessen, your problem. Complaining reinforces your own pain and discomfort. So why keep replaying painful, negative memories? All of us can cut down on our complaining. From now on, let's do ourselves and others a favor and make our conversations uplifting. Part 3. Heaven helps those who act. You might have heard the famous quote, tell me who you hang out with and I'll tell you who you are. We are greatly influenced by our friends or the people we spend time with. We tend to pick up some of their habits. There are 2 types of people: toxic people and nourishing people. Toxic people will always try to drag you down to their level. They hammer away at you with all of the things you can't do and all of the things that are impossible. After listening to toxic people, you feel listless and drained. On the other hand, when you are around nourishing people, you start to pick up their attitude and you feel as if you have added strength to vigorously pursue your own goals. The mind tends to dwell upon whatever is repeated over and over. Unfortunately, the mind doesn't discriminate between messages that are good for us and those that are harmful. If we hear something often enough, we will tend to believe it and act upon it. So if we'll make sure to fill our mind with positive messages, we're going to be more positive and move forward boldly to achieve our goals. Some tips to fill your mind with positive messages is reading a motivational book, listening to motivational tapes and spending a lot of time with positive people. So, it's crucial that you evaluate your friendships from time to time. If you have negative people around you, avoid them. If not possible to avoid, limit your involvement with them. So, surround yourself with positive, nourishing people. They'll lift you up the ladder of success. Next comes about confronting your fears. In words of Gil Eagles, if you want to be successful, you must be willing to be uncomfortable. Being afraid or anxious before trying a new or challenging activity is simply part of being human. When you're gripped by fear and anxiety, it's usually because you're stepping out of your comfort zone. When faced with something outside your comfort zone, you suddenly feel nervous. What you normally do in case of such situation? You back away from that. Why? Because it gives a momentary avoidance of anxiety. Now, let's have a look at the price you pay by backing away. Your self-esteem is lowered. You feel powerless and frustrated. You sabotage your success. You lead an uneventful, boring life. If you are paying this price in the long term, you'll never be highly successful or develop your talents to the fullest unless you're willing to confront your fears. So, what is the solution? Reframe your situation. The next time you face a scary situation, consider yourself an immediate winner when you take the step and do the thing you fear. Confront your fears will expand your comfort zone, and you're on the way to developing your potential and leading the exciting, fulfilling life you deserve. It's the decision you'll never regret. Next comes about facing the failures. At the age of 6, we knew we had to fall off the bike and get back on to learn a new skill. Falling off the bike wasn't a bad thing. But as we got older, we started to perceive falling off as a bad thing rather than an essential part of the process of achieving our goal. Successful people have learned to fail their way to success. They recognize them as a necessary part of the road to victory. After all, becoming proficient at any skill requires time, effort and discipline and the willingness to persevere through whatever difficulties may arise. If you aren't getting required results, ask yourself following questions. 1. Do I have an unrealistic timetable? Maybe you are expecting big results in short time. 2. Am I truly committed? Do you have a burning desire to achieve your goal? 3. Do I have too many discouraging influences? 4. Am I preparing to succeed? 5. Am I truly willing to fail? Your failures are learning experiences that point out the adjustments you must make. If you make it your business to learn from every defeat and stay focused on the end result you wish to attain, failure will eventually lead you to success. Next comes your network. The power of networking is nothing short of awesome. Networking is a way to leverage your own efforts and accelerate the pace at which you get results. While your success certainly starts with you, it grows to higher levels as a result of your associations and relationships with people. Simply put, you can't succeed on a grand scale all by yourself. That's why networking is so important. Networking has benefits in business arena as well as personal realm. Below are 16 techniques that author finds productive with networking. 1. Project a winning attitude. 2. Participate actively in groups and organizations. 3. Serve others in your network. 4. If you refer someone, make sure that the person mentions your name as the source of referral. 5. Be selective. Don't refer every person you meet. 6. Be a good listener. 7. Call people from time to time just because you care. 8. Take advantage of everyday opportunities to meet people. 9. Treat every person as important, not just the influential ones. 10. At meetings and seminars, make it a point to meet different people. 11. Be willing to go beyond your comfort zone. 12. Ask for what you want. 13. Send a prompt note after meeting someone for the first time. 14. Acknowledge powerful presentations or articles. 15. When you receive a referral or helpful written materials, always send a thank you note or call to express your appreciation. 16. Send congratulatory cards and letters. Above tips are just the tip of the iceberg. To sum up with more ideas, you may visit library, read books on networking. We would like to conclude this video by the message that when you focus on these ideas and take action to implement them, you're on the way to creating some exciting breakthroughs in your life. Just like how author reached new heights by changing his attitude, you can also reap similar benefits. Take control of your attitude and steer your life. If you like this video, hit a like, share it with your friends. Comment your feedback on our efforts. If you have not yet subscribed this channel, do subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified for the latest updates. Be safe, be happy.